Hello, everybody. Welcome back. PieCover here. Thursday, this year day for some people. So, I didn't want to let you guys down for today, and I said, why not make a podcast today? So it's not that sunny. I won't lie to you. So it's not that sunny today. But it's still amazing. It's still amazing day, and you know why? Because you get to DCA, get some satoshis, right? Converting that into real, converting your paycheck, some of your paycheck. I know, like, some people cannot take all our paycheck, but you can, about 100,000 sats, depend on your income, of course, but depend on your whatever your schedule, whatever your income is. Even if it's like $1 a day, $1 a week, it doesn't matter as long as you keep stacking. It's one thing I always, you're gonna make sure you have a good UTXO management, of course, right? You want to make sure you don't keep sending, chunks of $10 Bitcoin to your Bitcoin wallet address. You want to make sure you can do like as many Lightning transactions as possible, or just stack until you get to a certain amount of Bitcoin on the exchange before you withdraw. So that's one strategy as well. So it's just to avoid things like paying a high fee in the future. But I want to focus this talk today on time preference and what Bitcoin do to us, and the importance of converting your time and energy into real money that can be printed by another human being. And Bitcoin to me is more a spiritual thing, more than anything else, because now I get for the first time to convert my time and my energy, which is paycheck, some of my paycheck, because I can't really buy with all my income. So I just take a little bit of my income, at least a little bit, the one I can save, to stack some Bitcoin, right? Stack some sats, right? But here's the thing, though. So most of your income may not go to what you want to. You have to pay things like power bill, rent, apartment or whatever house you're renting, your mortgage, or sometime, or your loan. You have to pay things like so many bills you have to pay for, right? Your water, your electricity, and everything, right? But another thing, though, right? Another thing is the rest of that money, like, you would have for saving. I mean, I say, if you live in a place, in a city, country, you can't have enough to save, then you should move out. You should go live somewhere else. I think it's not worth living in a place where you can't save. I think it's nonsense. You should be able to save some money. If you're not saving, maybe you wasting too much time in nonsensical item, like too much money in phone bill, too much money in buying iPhone models. You're spending too much money in people are so stupid, people are so dumb. I don't understand. Like, sorry for the French, but it's just true. Like, I can't believe how much money people are spending in nonsense. And they're so poor. I mean, maybe you thought they would be spending that money if they had money, but they are poor. And they're still spending this huge amount of money in nonsense stuff. So yeah, you could lower your phone bill, maybe just your internet company, just call them up and say, hey, can I have a better deal? Right? You can't believe how much money you would save a year by doing that. Just a phone call. Right? Your insurance company, can you just shift your insurance to a different city or something? Maybe your city is too, the rate of the insurance is too high. I mean, just do. There are so many strategies. You can, like, so many things. There are so many scams. People are getting scammed everywhere. And if you just look at it and just think, right, so many bills you're paying, right? How can you reduce from those bills? You also have so much extra cash for stacking sats. Now, I want to focus this on your time and energy, because your time on Earth is limited, and not many people understand this. Because too many people, they're just living by the day. It's like, oh yeah, they take their life for granted. No, your life is not an accident. Yeah? You come here for a reason. You should make good use of it, and you have to give it importance, give it value. So the one way you can give your time value is to make it impossible for somebody else to mess up with it. When you leave your money, your time, your saving into a corrupt currency that can be printed and devalued out of Bolivian, right? You are kind of like the idiot, right? Because they are the one that you are the sucker. You are like you absorbing all the negative externalities. All the negative externalities fall on you, right? As the user of that currency. That's how bad it is, you know. So it's important to understand this, so you don't get to be in the soccer end. At least you can be in the winner end. So this is why it's important to stack sats. Right? It's not about the money. It's not. That's not about that. Like, think about yourself, your self-esteem, right? Your self-esteem, your confidence, your self-confidence, and like all of the things. This is why it's so spiritual to me, because I'm not talking about the religious stuff. I'm talking about, like, why is it so important that my money, my time and energy on this planet can be so valuable, so nobody else can fuck with it. Right? So this is self-respect in some way, right? You have to have some self-respect to appreciate Bitcoin, right? This is why you see the shitcoiners out there, and they have to have a king, a Vitalik, and they need a Charles Hoskinson, somebody to tell them what to do, to upgrade this, upgrade that whenever they want. It's like, no, you see, like people are so programmed to be slaves, right? They can't imagine not being a slave. They can't imagine running their own node and don't give a fuck whatever the world says. I don't give a fuck whatever somebody say. I don't care if it's the biggest Bitcoin maximalist influencer. I don't care if it's Vitalik. I don't care if it's the U.S. president. I don't care who the fuck it is. It's, my node, and then I don't care what you say. I don't have to have any Bitcoin. Even if it's one Satoshi. It's one Satoshi. You can't move that. You can't fuck with it. And then you want, I will validate every transaction that's valid. Anything that's invalid will be rejected on my node, and we won't have any telemetry, anything nonsensical stuff like that. So this is what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is that for me. Right? So it's the self-esteem, self-respect, and rules without rulers. That's what attracts me the most in Bitcoin. Everything else is just nice to have, right? So this is what I wanted to talk about today. It's a little bit harsh, but I hope it wasn't that harsh for some. But anyways, that's just the way I see it. And I mean, I could be completely misunderstood and wrong for some people. Yeah, that's okay too. If you like, show me some love. If you didn't, just it's okay. And I'll see you again in the next talk. Maybe the next talk will be more friendly. Anyways, I'll see you guys again in the next talk. This was PieCover.